Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Delivers the ball. In again. Sabiangu. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's provided.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that has been cleared. The normal. Kubasi. Kukurea. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Yamal. Subimendi. Yamal. Williams, cross goes in there, and the keeper beats it away. And it's played forward. He's got... tries a shot! That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's there to get it away. Oh, it's played into the air, it climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Yamal. Yamal wins the duel this time. And it's Ruiz. Pedri. Pedri proves just a little bit too strong. Ferran Torres! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Fabian Luis gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's surely a foul, free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone direct. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now here's the delivery. Al-Kubasi is there, and he can get that clear. Pedri. Nico Williams. Lovely feet. Aimed in towards the centre. That's the throw.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cucurella. Nico Williams have it back and can go again. Cucurella, and he's gone backward here. And that's been well dealt with. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good spread. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Moved on forwards. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Can he latch onto this? Cucurella. Indonesia are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Cucurella. Indonesia already required to chase the game. That's really well manoeuvred. And he decides to cross it. Lenormand gets it away. Oh, they could be caught out here. Delivered. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Nico Williams chips it through. It's a great ball. Yamal, and he shoots! And another try! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Can he get onto this? That is clearly overhit. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Lenormand. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Lenormand. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Played towards the other side. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cucurella. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pau Kubasi aim forwards. Cucurella clipped into space. Now that's well seen too. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's in a great position. Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
Zubimendi. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the right. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nice physical challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pedri. Yamal. Knocks it out wide. Williams. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's aimed into the middle. Big chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Unai Simon sends that a long way. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. Now he's off and running. Proves too strong. Pedri. Lenormand. Kubasi. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi, gently done. Lenormand. Looks to the other side. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's come loose. Zubimendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kubasi. Zubimendi. And it's played forward. Indonesia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And back to the goalkeeper. Out to the right. That's really well manoeuvred. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Lenormand. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Aim forwards. Over to the left. Played into the middle. And out it comes again. Ferran Torres on 2 now and looking for 3. Does really well to win the ball there. Shapes to shoot! Indonesia have reclaimed it. Real chance! Deftly away.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ferran Torres. Nico Williams. And here's Ferran Torres. Moved on forwards. Lofted upfield. He is just caressing the ball. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. They've played it short. Takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Zubimendi. Yamal. And that is out of play. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. The referee's awarded a free kick. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nico Williams. Lenormand. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Yamal tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And he goes cross-field. Moved on forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Pedri! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Pedri usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going direct. So much time and space here. Oh, it's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Fabian Ruiz. Indonesia, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Ferran Torres! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Aim forwards. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Pedro Porro. Pinged towards the front line. Spread out to the left, is onto it in a flash. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedri. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ferran Torres! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's been taken short. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, it's Fabian Ruiz. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cucurella. And he cuts out the supply. Played back to the goalkeeper. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ferran Torres. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Porro. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, this is a chance for a shot! Driven forward. Fabian Ruiz. The normal. Subimendi. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. Picks it up out wide. Yamal. Cleared without complication. Over to the left. And it's Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Nico Williams. Ferran Torres. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. And here's Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Kubasi. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inform you that CCTV is in operation for your safety.
And the second half gets underway.
Indonesia really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Yamal. Nico Williams. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Clears it away.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Aim forwards. Looks to the other side. Spread out to the left. Played into the box. And that has been clubbed away. And it goes cross-field. That is lovely. Tries a measured ball. Tries to get it clear. Could be danger here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. And across it goes. Good progress, but he'll have to go it alone. Ferran Torres. Played towards the other side. Strong running down that left flank. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared. And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. Time to deliver. Oh, he's been flat. He's had a shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Indonesia have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Subimendi. Yamal. Ferran Torres. Subimendi. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. How Kubasi gently done. And he goes cross-field. That's a good run down the left. Brilliantly cut out. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Pedri. Subimendi. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. Looks to the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Yamal. Moved on forwards. Nico Williams. Ferran Torres. Kubasi.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Cucurella. Lenormand. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. Pedri! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of physicality in dealing with an aerial approach.
Yeah, it's toe-to-toe, bicep to bicep, all about feet and inches. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Lenormand. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Incoming delivery. Tries to get it clear. Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedro Porro. Lenormand. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. Over to the left. Cucurella. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. And it's been played through.
Spain are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Spain, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. He's cut it out. It's a loose ball. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. They've played it short. Indonesia with another chance from a corner. Pau Kubasi clears it away. Ferran Torres wins the duel this time. Now they can break. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Indonesia, I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Pedro Porro. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. In with the challenge, and it's Ruiz. Nico Williams. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Cucurella picks it up now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? The referee has given a corner. Pedro Porro getting this one clear. Oh, such a clever touch. Chooses to go back. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a nicely weighted pass. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal. Aimed in towards the centre. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri, and here's Ferran Torres. Pedri! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Fabian Ruiz plays it short. Now it's Pedri. Moved on forwards. He's in plenty of space here. Interception. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. And it's played forward. Yamal, now he's off and running. Subimendi. Yamal. Pedri. Kubasi. Kukurea. Kubasi. Lenormand. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Yamal. Lenormand. Pedro Porro. Now it's Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Pedri. No way through, so... And a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Spain have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
He's on the move, and he's got it. And the finish! And he hits the net!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Spain blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Spread out to the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, nice touch. And it's played into the middle. But couldn't steer it in. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lenormand can get it clear. Here comes another cross. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Subimendi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Lenormand. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Long ball upfield. Fabian Ruiz does really well to win the ball there. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Nico Williams. Cucurella. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played out to the right. Fabian Ruiz tries to clear. Pedri wins the duel this time. Cucurella. Lenormand. Kubasi. Lenormand. Pedro Porro carries the ball down the right. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, sweet feet. He can get that clear. Aim forwards. And it's made its way to him. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Nico Williams is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. This looks promising. That has been cut short. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. Done delicately. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. Has a look and plays it forward. Good play on the left-hand side here. Cross into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nico Williams. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Zubimendi. Pedri. Kubasi. Zubimendi, gently done. Moved on forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Pedri. Lenormand. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Now here's the delivery. Lenormand gets rid without sophistication. And that's been won straight back. Showing good feet. He's dealt with that well. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pedro Porro, Zubimendi, Kubasi, Yamal, Pedri, Fabian Ruiz, and it's played forward. Pedri, Zubimendi, Kubasi, Cucurella forwards and with intent. Pedri, Cucurella, Nico Williams, Zubimendi, Yamal. Nice control. And the cross comes in. Oh, he's asking too much with that. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
The normal. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cucurella. Zubimendi. Yamal. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Pedri. Well, Spain have a free kick. Yamal. Caresses it through. And a chance! It goes to show he is human after all. That's been drilled forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pings in across. Up he goes! Great football, shot and save. They've played it short. And it's hoisted clear. And that's aimed into the middle. Lenormand can get it clear. Played it again. That's really well cleared. And that's it. Indonesia have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.